Okay, quick video. Well, try to make it quick. This is the Cafaro Hoodlum, packed up for me for my first trip in Colorado scouting. I've got enough food for 4 days, 3 nights, shelter, the big eye. I got my Swarovski STX 95, everything I need. A little bit extra clothes, a little bit of insulation, no rain gear. That's one thing I'll tell you right now is not in there because I only pack that scouting if it's in the forecast in Colorado. That's just the way I roll. I've got this on the duplex light frame. A couple medium pockets, a couple of small pockets, and then this is my backup bag this year. I ran it last year as well, the Muskeg 5000. It's waterproof, and that comes in handy sometimes. So I've got my scale here. Let me clear this off. Oh, wait, no, I want to put this on there first. That's why I did that. Okay. No water in this backpack. .7 pounds. Now, let me show you what's in it. And I'll leave this running so there's no tomfoolery. Mountain vest. This thing's paper thin, but it blocks the wind, and despite what some people say about guys that wear vests, it's pretty damn handy. I'll pull out with dehydrated wet naps, or baby wipes, whatever you want to call them, and toilet paper. I also put the toilet paper in a little Ziploc sandwich bag. So if it does get damp, it just turns to crap if you don't. Another I'll pull out with my, one-handed operation. I've got a small battery charger for my iPhone that I can get a charge and a half out of that for my 10X, and then some extra batteries for my Sony camera, some Band-Aids, some extra chapstick. Actually, don't even need that. That should probably be in the kill kit, which is not in here. I don't have a kill kit in here because I'm not scouting, or I'm not hunting. I'm just scouting. Fire starters, an extra lighter. In case I get jerky stuck in my teeth, I got a toothpick. That's about it. There's really not a whole lot in there. If I get in trouble, I'm probably dead. Zebra headlamp, no extra batteries. That's a brand new battery in there. To me, it's kind of, this is a 4-night or 3-night, 4-day trip. I don't need extras of anything really. An old mat that's basically for glassing, but I do put it underneath my my regular sleep pad at night, just for a little bit of extra. I got the big eye. Now when I switched from scouting to hunting, I'll put that eyepiece on the 65 millimeter head for deer. This year for elk, I'm going to run the little Maven S2. But for scouting, I'm not carrying a weapon right now or a kill kit. The big eye is valuable. So, and actually I've even been on hunts, but I use it for hunting too. But it just depends on how far I'm going in. Another thing that is going to change when I hunt, sorry about the blur, guys, with this one hand, trying to, is my tripod. This is the ProMaster 525 with Outdoorsman's regular pan head. It's a little bit beefier than my Slick 624. It's also a little bit heavier. And I run the Micro Outdoorsman's pan head on my 624. That's substantially lighter than this guy. But for the 95, it's a trade-off. So basically my glass is going to get lighter when I go hunting. But I'm adding a kill kit and a couple other things. So it really doesn't change a whole lot. This is my water filtration and cook bag. Little titanium cup. It's not big. I don't cook in this. All I do is boil water. That little teeny, I think it's called Ollie Camp burner, weighs an ounce. And I bought it as kind of just to test it out. I didn't think it would work. I've had it for 4 years now, and it's all I've used backpacking. Little titanium spoon. Hopefully replace that with the Taito clip-on version that works with my knife later. That's another thing that sometimes doesn't go with me, but in August I'm going to want some electrolyte crap, so that keeps it out of my bladder in my bag. Platypus gravity filter, very heavily modified. I've shortened the hoses. got rid of the clean bag. I don't know why you need, I mean, this has an adapter on at the end there. It fits right in the end of my platypus thing, mouthpiece. So I literally filtered water directly into the backpack. There's no reason to do it any other way. This is my shelter, Henry Irish tarp tent. That's their Dyneema one they made last year. I don't remember the name of it right now, but it held up for about 65, 70 days last year of camping, and it's been great. It's noisy, but it's 18 ounces, and it's a double walled tent with a floor. Sitka heavyweight hoodie, even in August, I take that. Here's another thing that probably doesn't make much sense. Sitka Kelvin Light insulated puffy. Love that thing, and it stays with me pretty much all year long. Here's the heavy item, my food. I've got some off-grid breakfast and snacks. I've got some Mountain House dinners. I'm out of off-grid food. Spencer, start making more entrees. And I got a bunch of honey stingers and random stuff like that. Clothes, I've got a merino beanie, merino gloves, merino socks, merino underwear, merino base layer, top and bottom in here. And that stays with me. That really doesn't change much. Here's one that changes pretty often. That was not a minute. Yeah, my toothbrush. That's just a quilt. It's a 30-degree quilt from Hammock Gear. It weighs like 12, 13 ounces. If it's going to get a little bit colder than, it's rated to 30, I'd use it down to 40 maybe. I'm not a huge quilt fan, but this weight savings when you're scouting is pretty good. So I'll grab the Western Mountaineering that weighs about a pound more when I need to, and then also the Cafaro slick bag if it's wet. Here's my tiny little pad. It's a Thermarest, the yellow crunchy one, but it's a women's small. At least you call it that. I think they just call it small, but it's 4 foot long and 20 inches wide. It's pretty darn tiny, and that's it in there. I've also got my water bladder, 2 liter, which don't often fill all the way up. In Colorado, there's water everywhere, so you don't need to fill the damn thing up every time you cross water. Just drink when you get hit cross water, and just leave a little bit in there, unless you're camping where you don't have any. But that's it, and that's how I stay under 30 pounds or right at it. Obviously, I have what I'm wearing. This phone that's in my hand will also be in that phone scope case. So I guess that's on my hip. It's another 6-8 ounces. I don't know, whatever these things weigh. And my binoculars on my chest, boots, hat, sunglasses, and it's time to go find a big buck. Just realized I forgot to empty out the hip belt pouches, but I've got my nose runs. I need that. Bluetooth shutter for my phone scope, camera, which actually for scouting, I'd probably take that Sony RX100 right out of the bag and just use my camera. I'm not up there to take a million pictures. Up there to find a big buck. Obviously, everybody knows what that is. Ultralight knife and a little Maven adapter for my B1 binoculars that I'll scout with. So that's the kit.